to the next question on the menu. So the question we have here is, what function is shown on the graph below? And we have a few options. We have y equals log of base 0.04 times of x, then log of base 1, of base 3, and base 10. Now the question is basically asking us which one of these line up to this little graph that we have. Well, let's write down our points of interest. So we have 3, 1. We have 1, 0. And we have 0.4 paired with negative 0.6. So first thing that we can do is we know that when y is equal to 1, or with logarithms, with logs, when y is equal to 1, x equals base. That is basically just one of the rules of logs. Well, let's first think about what logs even mean, right? Logs is basically like, so we have log of base b of x equals, let's say c. Basically, it's saying base to the power of x is equal to c. Meaning that we're basically looking for the power here. So when we sub in like let's actually just try to sub this into some of our options here. The one that is looking the most like it would probably fit is log base 3 of x equals y. Let's sub that in and see. So log base 3 of our first point, our x value is 3, equals, our y value is 1. Let's pull out our handy dandy calculator. And we can see that a lot of calculators don't have the functionality for you to set your own bases. So another thing that I want to mention is that log base b of x is equal to log of x over log of base. Now the logs that you have on the top and bottom of here, it doesn't matter what base they are. It's just like because most of the time your calculator doesn't specify which base your log is. That means it's definitely log base 10. So if you're trying to do logs of other bases, you gotta use this because you probably won't be able to sub in your own log values. So given that, let's see if 1 is equal to log of 3 divided by log of 3, which is the base. Would you look at that? We got the same thing on the top and bottom, meaning that they're going to divide out and equal to 1, which is exactly what we were expecting. So we know that our answer has to be C, log base 3. Another thing that I was mentioning, like, okay, when I was saying like when y equals 1, x equals the base, that's because when we have something like this, like how am I going to explain this? Hmm, it's kind of it's kind of tough and out of the way for me to explain like with a detailed proof as to why this works out, but generally when you have a graph and you know that it has this logarithmic shape, look for when it's equal to when it has a height of 1. That's probably going to be your base, and then you can use these equations to check it. And honestly, in multiple choice situations like this, it's a perfectly valid move to just like send them all through your calculator, do trial and error. One of them is going to be right. um, A thing I want to mention here is that there are 2 option C's, so that is something of concern. So to answer this question on the OneClass, the given answer is needs answer is y equals log base 3 of x. Note, last 2 options are both C. Can be found by subbing in the of interest into the different options. Okay, cool. So that would conclude this question.